This is the Voice of Russia. The London Bureau of the Voice of Russia is now live on digital radio and online, with news, comment and debate on weekdays between 4 and 7 p.m.
This is the Voice of Russia in London. I'm Alice Lagnado. The 17th Russian Summer Ball was held in London on Saturday, attended by a glamorous array of guests from the Russian emigré community and descendants of the Imperial Romanov family. I caught up with the event's organiser, Alexander Suscenko, just before the formal dances began. I started by asking what kind of atmosphere Alexander wanted to create at the Summer Ball.
Well, I founded the ball 17 years ago, aged 21. This is the 17th Russian Summer Ball. I also organised the Cossack Ball. And the atmosphere was really to get people together, to have fun, get people who love Russia, whether they're English or Russian or French or Russians like myself born here or people who have moved here. We have about 20 people from Sweden, 10 people from Germany, people especially flying over to attend this event. And most importantly, of course, it is a fundraising event to raise money for the Romanov Fund for Russia, which His Highness Prince Dmitry of Russia created back in 1993 to help disabled children.
Are you focusing on any particular Russian orphanages or homes this year?
Hearing aids, and hopefully also at least one or two, if not more, wheelchairs. Because basically it's specific help rather than just saying, okay, we will send X, Y, Z. It's much better to give specific help.
Is that because wheelchairs and hearing aids are quite expensive for ordinary Russians?
I would say so, and yes, absolutely. I mean, I've been to Russia many times, in Ukraine, and it's something which is vital and very, very important.
How much money did you raise for charity last year?
Last year we raised about £10,000–15,000.
And
we would obviously like to raise more, but for some things like that, we obviously need financial sponsorship, and all the people who are working on the ball, including myself, we're all volunteers. We do this for the love of Russia and to help people. So it's to basically, to make sure that everything goes well, and most importantly also to raise money.
And there are some descendants of the Romanov family, the Tsars who ruled until 1917, here tonight, aren't there?
Indeed. Principal guests of honour are His Highness Prince Dmitry of Russia and his wife. He's descended from Emperor Nicholas I of Russia. He's from Nikolaevich branch. The second guest of honour is Her Highness Princess Olga of Russia. Her father was Grand Duke Andrew of Russia. She is the great niece of the last Tsar. And then the third guest of honour, along with his sister, are Prince Rostislav and Princess Alexandra of Russia. And they are also descended from Grand Duchess Ksenia of Russia, who was a sister of the last Tsar and resided in England after the revolution.
And lastly, about your personal connection. You started this ball aged 21. Do you have any aristocratic blood in your veins?
I am a Cossack, born in London, in Chiswick, and my mother's Scottish. I do have something that way inclined on my mother's side. My father's family were simple Cossacks.
Cossacks from where exactly in Russia?
Well, from southern Russia.
From Rostov-on-Don or further south?
My ancestors were Zaporozhian Cossacks, but for the last 20 years I was enlisted into the Don Cossack post abroad in the emigration, and the ataman who enrolled me was Ataman Fyodorov, who was 103 when he died, and he lived in America, and he was one of the last people to receive the Order of St. George.
What does being a Cossack today in Britain in 2012 mean?
It's a complicated one. I mean, I'm your usual Londoner, I suppose. I organise Russian balls and the Cossack Ball at the Polish Club, and basically, I suppose, fun-loving, wanting to get people together, and most importantly, to have fun and for people. And this evening, for example, my dear friend Baron Alexei von Knupfer, who's born in London, his grandfather was the captain of the Standard yacht, has specially composed a special waltz, 1812-2012, which I believe is about to be performed right now.
That was Alexander Suscenko, chairman of the Russian Summer Ball, talking to me, Alice Lagnado. This is the Voice of Russia in London. Stay tuned.